Hello, hello, Rhoda here. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're finally working on the school journal. Got the signatures kind of figured out. I've got a few things in the signatures we'll probably put in. I'm going to show you kind of my concept and pulling in all the things that I'm going to add to it and kind of show you what my mindset is there and how I thought all of that out. I thought that might be of interest to you. So the sneaky peek is this little guy. It is a stacked journal pocket using a junk mail envelope. February 2021, of course, scrapbooking with me. I think that's about the only one I was watching back then. But she took one envelope and she cut a little piece here that made a pocket. She cut one of the ends off. I think it was a legal size envelope. But one of the pockets is this way. As you can see, I did a little, yeah, that's heat embossing. It didn't turn out too well. But I did a heat embossing bloom here. I had a little T card there. You could write on the back of it. And then, a little tight. And then that little piece went down here. It was just a tiny little point on the end. And I did like that. And the only thing is you got to watch when you put it back in there, because it kind of catches. And then you have the piece in the very top. I think you can see that up there. Yeah. And I took these two cute little girls and I put them on a piece of vellum. I had some little stickers I put on the corners. I have beautiful on a piece of stained book page. And they have a pretty little dangle with some lace and ribbon. So, you know the drill. If you want to see it, let me know. But I'm more than likely going to do this for you. I've got it marked. So that'll probably be the next journal, or next video, I'm sorry, after these two book ones here, the school ones. Ugh, I can't think what I'm saying anymore. All right. Like I said, I got my signatures together. My mom would freak out because I've got 13 pages, I think, in each one. You know how she is. Let me back out a little bit because I've got stuff everywhere here. Now I had these stickers I got from, what is that, Walmart? Yeah. But there's some silver or psychedelic, whatever you want to call that. And I think there's some others that's another color that's in there. But they're all about, you know, things you learn in school. I pulled off some little pages, pieces and parts from my typeset collage paper. So we're going to use that. I've got my vault picture show pulled out here. And some of these little people, I didn't know which sizes I was going to need. Because I think I'm going to use this to do like a school bus. Yeah, you're saying, what? But we might at least get this piece prepped today, and then we'll figure the rest out in the next video. And then I have the slide one that I have a few of these Tim Holtz. They were from one of the 8x8 pads. And this was all I had left from using them for those. Remember I did the identification cards? I used most of them in that. So anyhow, that's what's going to happen here. Then I have this that will get used. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do with it? Wait a minute. Yeah, I had to go dig it out. So I got that from Crafter Square. It's a chalkboard crop it stickers. So I guess it's actually a sticker. So what I figured I would do is I've got my Tim Holtz Sizzix wood grain embossing folder. So I'm going to make some wood and we're going to make a chalkboard. So that's what we're doing with that piece. I also have, like I said, I'm going to make a bus with this one film strip one here. Well, this one, here, transport buses. So I thought, well, you know, maybe I'll print a couple of those out and they would work. And that one has the Green Bus Company. So I might be able to do a couple tickets in that. You know, you didn't need a ticket to get on a bus, but, you know, you know, artistic leeway. Then I have, I don't know if I got these from Tommy. I think I did. But there's all of these little, like today, project record. Then I've got year, weekly. I don't know what they are, but they're all the same exact size. So I put them together, and I thought I would glue them along the top and make a little notebook. You know, it wouldn't be too thick to either put in it or to go with the journal or whatever. I was cutting out a whole bunch more of my whale tails the other day, and I had this one paper. It was from the backdrops, but it looks like notebook paper. So I've got those to be able to use. I told you I was going to do my tabs in my journal here somewhere. All of them, okay, this one's pointing this way. So they would go in here just like that, and I want to pull it out to where it's an actual tab, but then it also enhances the page. And I don't know if any of y'all want to see me do this. If you do, let me know down in the description box. I mean, down in the comments. I'm so sorry. So yeah, let me know if you want to see me put a couple of these together. I do have a whole bunch of clusters over here, pieces for a cluster, that we're going to work on like the next video. So yeah, I have a clock up here. I have a little school desk. I got into my little dictionary, and I pulled out things like educate, learn, teach. I think this one has something about graduation. I have one in here already that's scholar and school, and it also has science, so you know, I tripped out there. What else have I got? I've got all kinds of stuff. Okay, here. I've got this stencil that I have not used, but I think I intended to have it to be worked with this journal right here. But it's just a ruler. That one has oil joints on it, so I don't know about using that. But I thought I would stencil out a couple of these to go for page ends or narrow tucks or something along those lines. And I also have this number. Okay, this one, I forgot to tell you. This one is a measured. It's THS012. And this one is numeric, THS054. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this one. It could be I use some crackle paste or something on it. I got this from the Dollar Tree, and I wondered about just doing like a stamp. I know I've got stuff all over a lot of these. Now I'm going to put some of this here on here. Not that one, but one of these is going on the front of this. And I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I don't know. It might come down to where I do something along the top of some of the pages. You know how you, in what was it, first grade or was it kindergarten, that you had all the numbers, or at least all the letters up above you, the uppercase and lowercase. I remember that. It was so far back. I didn't go to kindergarten. I went to first grade. But I do remember that. So that might be something I can work out with that. And let me see what else I got over here. All right, the other book that I had picked out was a little bit too small for my pages. But this one's just right. The pages will go in it. It was something I bought at the Dollar Tree. It's called Rhapsody. I can always read it. It's over there. But this is what it looked like. I went and treated it the same way I did the other one, where I did the I did tea dye, and then vintage photo, and then ground espresso, and then I came back in with the tea dye to smooth it out, and then I flicked it with water and dabbed it. So that's my inside. Now, since it's kind of like a library, you'd go to the library to get a library book. I thought a library pocket, you know, would work just good. So it's got a little color on it, but I think it's okay, because I did say I'm going to add a little bit of the green or the blue or something was going to get put in here. So there we go. That's what's going to be in there. And remember me going to Hobby Lobby the other week and getting this Paper Studio package, and of course it's like 40% off. I never buy it full price. At least I don't think I did that day. But it had all of these great things in it. I really like the bike, but it was just tiny. It was tiny. But I do have this that kind of looks like a a column that may have been in the library, or I've got an idea of doing something with scrap strips and books. That's probably going to go back on that last page. I have a little globe here that's going to actually go with something I got right here. And I didn't know if that looked like it could have been the school. Do you think it looks like the school? I don't know. I pulled that out just in case. So that's over here on the side. Oh, goodness, I got everything, don't I? Okay, this little container here where I've got the globe is something I got from Sizzix, and it's like outer space. I guess that's what it's considered. Space. There we go. There we go. So what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to take this globe, or the Earth, and this ring around Saturn, and I think it was all I used, or I could have used the star as well. I think that, but I made a globe, you know, one of the globes that is on like the stand and, you know, spins, that kind of thing. So I made it with that, but then I found this, and I wonder if I can use that instead of the actual one there. They're actually a little larger. I've got 2 circle stamps, and okay, there's the one that you put to cut like Africa and South America or whatever out of. But I might skip that step and just do like a big cutout of that. Okay, so there's my idea for this. And I think the last thing I've got here is my new stamp set, which is Curiosity Shop. And I like the light bulbs. You know, of course, I've used this for the papers inside. I don't know that I would need a typewriter, but it's possible. I don't know. But I do like all these old light bulbs. This one was on a wooden block, and it's not... See, this is actually over a little further. So I'm always putting it down in the wrong spot, but it's actually like 1/4 of an inch off of that. But I thought maybe I could put those up here somewhere. I'm thinking about it. Okay. Well, let me flip through here. Like I say, I've got a pile over there, but you'll see it in the next video because that's going to be for the clusters I'm going to do. So I had this little piece. I had 2 of them, but I just glued them and put them together. I had an extra little piece of doily from something over there. I'm making these butterfly journals to go to the shop. So I thought, I'll just make that like a wrap. And I'm going to put a couple more things on here. I know I want the desk. And I think I went and I inked here with some vintage photo to make it, because it's going to stick out. So let's go ahead and do that before we start flipping. And what it's going to be is sort of like a tab. It's going to work in the same concept as a tab. I may be taking, you know, some of these little people that I've got that's going to go on the film, not the film strip, the slide. And they may get, one of them may get put on here somewhere, because I think this may be my opening page. So, I don't need to cap that because I may find some more stuff we need to glue. Yeah, so see, it sticks out just a little bit. Doesn't need to be too much. And that wrapped around here. And I thought that color of that frame went really well with whatever this color was I used here. I'm telling you, I had so many colors that day, I just didn't know what I was going with. Can I still move that? Nope. I don't feel like I got enough glue under there. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more. There we go. This actually pops out, but it's a school desk. And I was worried that I didn't have one, and I thought, well, no, I do have one. Hey! Yay! All right, so there was that page you got to see in the last video, where I've tried to work my numbers and letters and stuff like that into this concept. I also went and took all my notebook pages, which I think I had 5, and I put them on these background sheets that I had pulled out from a paper pad. They were white on the back, but I went ahead and did the tea dye and some Scorched Timber, I think it was after that. And I tried to lay these out where the colors matched each other. This light blue on the back of this, I thought, oh no, what am I going to match that to? Matched that perfect. I could not believe it. Could not. Okay. We have a few of these is it backdrops? Yeah, it's backdrops. Sorry. But it's these that I think is the only thing you can get now from Tim Holtz, paper-wise. But there was so many of them with like groups, school kids. Where's the other side? There was quite a few that I really liked. This one I had to cover up, but the back side worked. I have the little band kids. So yeah, I got the alphabet. So you'll see all of that in here. But it works really, really well. And all I did was kind of cut them in half. And, well, I put one against another, as you can see. That blue, that wasn't anything to do with the school. So I took the kids and the band kids and I put them together. And I made a pocket out of it over here on either end. This is some kind of a die cut letter set. But the thing is, it's all on one plate. It's one solid plate. And that's probably why they got rid of it and went on sale. And that's when I grabbed it. So what I did is I had a piece of vellum that had a little pink and green or something. It's something I ran through my computer. And it was just an extra piece. So I stuck it on here and I had to put the insides of all of them. I kept all of them so I could make the letters complete. But we're going to do sort of like a, how was I going to do it? I was going to do sort of an angle. I think it was going to be this way. Pocket. It's going to be a pocket. This corner is going to match down here. I can see it glaring in there. I'm going to trim this off. I'm going to trim that off. And I'm going to have it where it's a pocket. And I just thought it would go here because it's sort of a blue. Sort of a blue. So it goes there really good. And then I have one of these pens. They were also from that Paper Studio set. There was 3 of them and I cut them apart. So, you know, I guess we could go ahead and do this. I just want to figure out exactly how I need to do it. I guess I'll just take a stab at it and cut right across here. And while I'm doing that, I want to thank everybody for coming to visit. Coming to see what I'm doing today, and hope you get some ideas. And I'm going to cut that last piece off after I've got it glued in. So all we're going to do is glue this piece here along the bottom or the side, and then the bottom. Wait a minute. And then I'm not going to glue that very top edge. That's it. I was trying to figure out where I need to stop gluing. Alright, so, and this is a page that I made, and it's actually 2 pieces of, it's washi, and it's this wide, and it was the world. So I did 3 strips of it, and then I put 3 more strips of it on the back, just so I could use it. I was not using it for anything. So I got rid of it. Alright, let's see how I want to do that. That little corner matches down there. Okay, I think that's where it needs to be. So you're getting a chance to see what I got going on inside of here. And seeing me put stuff in here at the same time. Oh, yeah, I was saving things, you know how I do. I have a little manila folder, not manila, little clear report folder over there. I could have left that out there, but I didn't think it would look right. And I keep throwing stuff in it. As I find things, I'll just throw them in there. Anything that has to do with that subject matter. Now, there was a few things I had to put somewhere else. It just did not fit. So, not everything gets used, although it looks like it might work. Alright. Now, I had this. I thought that looked like the perfect little schoolgirl. It is a window from an envelope. And I didn't do anything with it. It's just, I'm going to use it for a tuck. This is such a dark page, you can't write on it. I want to make it functional. Oops, I forgot. I was supposed to be putting this over here. Yeah, so the little girl, she's going to get glued down for a tuck. So I can actually tuck something in behind her. Add more of a cluster or something to her. I don't know. Maybe we'll go across here like this. I just kind of thought this looked like it would go with anything with writing, although that's block lettering. I don't know if it actually works. Okay, maybe I'll add something else on here later that will help tie all that in. What color is that? I have a flag up here. I got some stuff from the newspaper, like that's from something from the newspaper. You know, it could always be something like that. I'll set that there and we'll come back and check it out later. This, like I said, I want to use it. I've got like a trim down here with little balls on it. So yeah, I think she's going to have to be glued on this side. Now I put that on the back because I figured it could be written on. It could go in a pocket, but we're not going to use it that way. We're going to use it this way as a tuck. I don't need the pink. The pink is not one of my colors that I'm wanting to go with. And I'm going to put her down here kind of toward the bottom. All right. I don't know if I got that straight. Is that straight? That's so dark I can't even tell. All right, let's sop up our gravy. You got Mrs. Edith over there at scrapbooking with me with her giblets. Well, I got gravy. Oh my goodness. Okay. As you can see. And it's not early here either, so I can't blame it on that. Alright, making sure that sticks before I start flipping. I can always come back and check it later. There's another one of those notebook pages. And I left the little pages kind of, or the little tabbies, kind of blowing in the wind, in other words. There's a little bit of room underneath. I mean, you could almost curl some of the edges up. I haven't quite decided if that's what I want to do yet. Now, here's where I have an old Webster's dictionary. It's ancient. 1993? Where did I see it? Yeah. It's nothing to write home about. So, and it's nice and colored. So I went and I took 2 pages. I think the first with the A's on it is back behind us here. And I took this and I used 2 strips that was from my trimming off and used it there. So it could be written on if it wanted to be. Now here's something I got from, you know, Wayne County, West Virginia is where I go and do all my genealogy. Well, they had this in there and it was from a private school. 1925 was the first graduating class from Wayne. So I don't know. This was 1898 though. So this was like a school, Fairview. That's down in Mingo County. So anyhow, I'm going to actually get in here and kind of cut this back. Because I'm wanting to put one on these 2 dark pages. See how dark they are? I almost put my school bus here. Oh, and that was another thing I was going to mention. I asked Mom if she rode a school bus. Now, she's born in 1940. So, she actually rode a school bus. So, it was in the 40s and probably 50s that they were actually out there. I didn't realize they were that early. I guess it was way back when that they had where they would claim they had to walk to school 5 miles or something in the pouring rain, or what was that they would always say. So yeah, let me try to round this off a little bit more and come in and try to get it even on the bottom. But yeah, I was thinking, oh, there's no bus. But Mom said, yeah, there was a bus. So we're going to have that in here. Okay, I think that's good. I just thought this had like an old-timey look to it. Especially the typeset, the writing, and all that. Yeah, I like it. I don't know why it's in here crooked. It must be the way they saved it in their computer or whatever. Alright. And this is really tight in here. And this is too. Alright. It's a little off. But I think we'll be fine. Yep. And those names are definitely from over there. Sellers, Pritchard, Wellman, Beckett, Kaiser, Bowen. Oh, yeah. Those are definitely names of that area. So we're just going to put this flat on here as like a decoration. It's not going to be written on or anything. It's just the visual. Okay. Got that on my finger, so let's get off of my finger. It might be where I can go around the outside edges with just a little bit more something to make like a cluster or enhance it in some way. Once I get it on there straight, right now I'm happy. Okay. Yeah, Mom, she was born over in Bath County, Virginia, and her parents, I don't know, they didn't take very good care of the kids. I don't know why, but they got to being drunks. I hate to say that about my own grandparents, but they didn't take very good care of the kids. So my mom's grandmother actually come over and got her. Mom, she took after the Thomas side of the family with the dark hair, dark skin, because that's where the Indian came from. I never can find. And so she does remember going to school over there. Well, they brought her over here. They took her back over there 2 years later. Then she did get back over here again. But the 1 year she was over there, I do have her little book here somewhere I need to find, because I might use some of those photos. Now, why did I go ahead and cap that? All right. This is a fry box from Wendy's. As you can see, it's a French fry box. Now, if you look at my recycle playlist, you'll see where I make these. And so, yeah, it's got a couple of clocks. Got an alarm clock on there. Keep moving forward. So, yeah. I thought that might go here pretty good. So we're going to put it down on this little flappy thing. That's also one of those backdrops. Yeah, she don't look too happy in a couple of her photos over there, so I don't know if that might be the case. Because she got tired of getting yanked back and forth. Oh, there we go. Set straight. Not quite. Let's move it. I haven't. That's the great thing about Bearly Arts Glue. You got a little time to move some things. So if you need to move them, you move them. Okay, here is the middle. And since this has correlated handwriting, I thought I'd add another one of these pins. I was over there digging and trying to find Mom's that one where she was in school really young. I found the 1954 one, and she was in 7th grade. But I'm still looking for the other one. I don't know what I've done with it. It'll show up here. I'll go looking somewhere. Now this, because it's so dark, it is deliciously yummy, but this is where I'm going to put school bus, probably over here. So that's why I got my little tab there. Here's the other side of the dictionary page where it has the first letter of the English alphabet, the highest grade, meaning excellent or best. So I thought that would be the better one to have on the other side here. And then we have nothing there. Another one of those pages. And since this is so dark here, now this was really bright green, and I fixed it. I went and I inked around it with Vintage Photo, and then I went around the edge with Scorched Timber. I don't think these colors will be too bad. If I feel like they're going to be too bright, I can always dull them. But I did want a few pops of color. Now this is my puzzle pocket. I've got that as one of my back videos, and I'm pretty sure I've linked it before, but that may be what I'll link at the end of the video. And I'll have that for you to be able to look at if it's something you want to do. And I think they're really versatile because, as you can see, I'm putting it down with the flat side here having a whole line of glue. Then you're going to put just a dot on the outside edges. Now this could be in, you know, one side or the other. It doesn't, the way I made it here, because I put the napkin on with the butterfly, that almost looks like that's the bottom, but it's not. That's the side. So this is how it turned out. But it actually could be a belly band and a side tuck kind of a deal, or a side pocket, because it can go in here like this. And I made it to where this is actually visible. It's got a piece of vellum in it, and it'll be just like that. And then you also have the option of something going in this way and going in, see? So it could have two different things in the one pocket at the same time. Very versatile. Now here's another one of my pocket pieces with the little band members. This, I don't think you can write on this washi, so it's eventually going to get something. I don't know what. And here's those little kids, and I left the sign there for them. And then I had this pocket. Now I've got a box over there I need to look in as well, so I may be pulling that out here eventually. But I just did some script stamp in there. I put that little book. It's got, what has it got? Chemical Laboratory. This is one of the portrait Tim Holtz people. And then it has Specimen for Blackboard. And I thought those colors, can't get no better than that. So I'm thinking it's going to be right on the money. I might have to refold this back piece, but I'm fine with that. I want to get all of this on here. And the way I think it's supposed to work is, I don't think I'm supposed to be gluing. I guess I can glue it like that. I did a drop glue. Alright, let me see. I'm going to go ahead and put him kind of like all the way down here. I'm going to just go ahead and put him on the bottom. Like that. And like I said, I'm probably going to have to get in here and refold this. There's nothing on the other side, so I'm good. Alright, let me make sure it's down. If it sticks out just a little bit more, that is okay, Jose. Yep, there we go. That'll fix that. Gave that just enough room. I want it to stick though. Alright, and I don't think there's anything else in here. Yeah. Alright, that was all of that one. It took us a while to get through there, didn't it? All right, now I've got this one. And like I said, I wanted to put something on this one, and I think it's going to be this one. That's my favorite. I have a very faint outline of numbers there, and I don't know if I might just not worry about it, and I'll put this on here. Now I've got one last little piece of definition that's graffiti, and I thought, you know, if I put this on here, then I could put like it's graffiti over here or something, or on the piece itself. So I'm going to have to probably put that on with some collage stuff. Okay, so I've got my Collage Medium Matte out here, and we're going to use that to put this down with. I've got one of these crazy, you see one with a maroon edge on it like that? These are brushes I have had since college, 1990, 91. It's been a long time. All right, so I'm just going to kind of smear this. I should have it on something, but I've already ruined this matte so badly. I don't think it's going to hurt. I don't want to put it on the top because it does get shiny. So I'm just kind of putting it on like this. At least I don't want to put it on the top if I can help it. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. I may have to use I would like for it to disappear. I don't want that white to be so blatant on there. Yep, I think this might be the only way to do it. I'm going to have to put this on the top and see if it does what I want it to do. More than likely, I'm going to have to take this off and let it dry on the side. But that's all right. See, I used to get all this crazy mixed media stuff, and I'd see somebody do something in a video, and I thought, I want to try that. I want to try that. So I would do that all the time. I would be trying stuff out and things like that. But I was just curious. I was curious about how it all worked. And then you got to get it and use it before you can really tell what properties it really has and how it will work against this substrate and that background and this other product with it, that kind of thing. Okay, so I took that and put it over to the side so it could dry. So here's another one of those pieces of the two backdrops, and I cut this one down. It's actually I don't know, I think it's something to do with recommended for graduation. There's all the grades. What is that grade? What is that grade? E? I guess F is fair. G is good. Fair, so it's fair plus. Instead of A plus, it's fair plus. E is excellent. So what did they get excellent in? Physical education. That was the easiest thing to get that in I've ever seen. All right, let's lay that back down here. And so I had this little piece that looks like it's a schoolhouse. And I thought, well, you know, why don't I just go ahead and add it? It's got, you know, it's white. It looks like it's in the cross-stitchy kind of world that, you know, may have been around back then. Everybody was needle pointing and that kind of thing. But I thought I would make it into a pocket. That will be the interesting part. So I'm going to actually take it off of here. I don't think I have anything else. Yeah, nothing else is there. So I can take this and just kind of stick it to the side for now. And we're going to see if we can get this glued down on here without making a big mess. and getting this fabric tack everywhere. So let's just see. So I'm going to set it out to the side. I'm coming down through here like this, across the bottom. It's sort of a deep pocket, but that's okay. I'm going to pull that up here because I think it's like right there and coming down. And I want to use the part mainly with the school. So if I lose the trees, I lose them. That's all there is to it. I'm getting picky on what I want here. And which is the front? And which is the back? I think that's the front. Okay. So let's match it up. Right there. I was trying to think if I had anything with school bell. Now Zach, that always does the genealogy hunts and stuff with me, he has an old school bell from, I think it was the Beckett schoolhouse. That was somebody in his grandma's side of the family, on his dad's side. And he has that in their front yard, and I don't know if they actually ring it for anything, but it's there. It's a great piece of history, because those were little one-room schoolhouses way back then, and I don't really know, you know, they were mostly just, they had a stove in there maybe, and they had like maybe a well outside for water and an outhouse, and that was about it. I might keep that for something. I don't know. I might have something that could go on. So that's going up in my little bin there. Be a great background for some kind of a word maybe. All right. Let's trim these little pieces off. Make sure that's down. Now I can always do something else with this, but for now it is a pocket that's not secured at the top. Did you see it wiggling? Oh my goodness. Okay, I put a little dab of glue up there and I think I got it now. Alright, so that one on the outside here, that goes in here. Yeah. Now this was the one, if you're going and following my sneaky peeks over on Rhoda's Junk, this was the portion that you saw in the sneaky peek. And I asked everybody what they thought my different layers were here that I worked with, stamping or stencils or whatever. And quite a few of them got it right. I mean, I told them they could guess as many times as they wanted. And each right answer would get them a their name on my list for the how many they got right. So, and this was the one I squirted with some paint to get my splatters. And a lot of people said they kind of like that. I'm not usually a splatter person. Now, this is where I want to put the chalkboard. This is some of that paper that I did on the deck. I actually got some paper out there now. I need to go out and see how it's doing. But it's a different technique. This is where I just laid it on the planks. And, oh my gosh, I got the impression of the boards as it dried. It was hot that day. Hot. And, so yeah. It kind of went on and it sizzled when it hit. So I'm going to kind of do it just like maybe this. Because this is like going up in the bottle kind of deal. And I got a little bit of gravy. I'm going to start calling it that too. That's going to be my code word. Gravy. For glue. Starts with the same letter, doesn't it? Alright, so yeah, that's the chalkboard. We'll have to, that might end up being another day. I'm already getting up there in time. Oh my goodness. I just kind of go along. I really like this combination. These are some pretty sepia tone and browns and stuff that really went with a lot of my items. Now, this little beauty I got from Chestita. And at the end of this video, little Miss Chastita sent me a little happy mail, and I'm going to show it to you. So this is exactly what her masterboard looked like. I used the other one, in the steampunk journal. I used one of hers in the steampunk journal. This one's in this one. Then there was a teal background, teal and green, which is gorgeous. It's over there in my specimen. It's going to be used in my specimen journal. But I thought that looked like Hogwarts or something. It's got library. She's got vintage. She does have haunted. Now, there were some haunted places. Happy Days. You got a list of people that look like teachers, another kind of school. So I thought this one fits so perfectly in here. So there she is. And I've got a few of my own dyed papers in here just to fill it out. So there were a few plain papers, I guess you would want to term it. This is the one I had to crackle on, or the shattered stamp. I love that. And this was the one and only digital that's in here. It's just like a newspaper type of thing, and it had a map on the back side. Yeah, I don't have anything else in here. I love this, how that one turned out. I don't know how I got that. I'll probably never be able to get that again. Now, this is another one of the backdrops, paper, stationery, school supplies. And then I had this that was from, I don't even know where I saw that. It's an older type of pocket that I've seen people do. But it's just, you put a lot of stuff on there. You could do 2, 3, 5, 10. It didn't matter how many you did. This is back when my sewing machine was working. And I think I'm going to actually make it a belly band. I'm going to have it as a pocket. It's got 2 little pockets on it. But I'm also going to make it a belly band. So something can get tucked through it as well. Yeah. So let's put it right here. And I thought this black piece really, although it had school supplies and everything, was perfect on the other side, I thought this sort of looked like a blackboard with its white and its chalky looking, it's on black with a chalky looking white marking on it. I thought that was perfect. Okay, so we got that. Oh, and I made this a while back. Ooh, a while back. It's another one. If you saw the steampunk journal, you saw me put another one of these in there. Now this one, I'm going to put it over here, but look at the colors. I've got the green. I've got the browns. I've got these sort of tans. Oh, it was perfect. Okay, so we're going to put this in as a side tuck right here on the edge. Go down this side. It's kind of an odd way to watch me glue, wasn't it? So there we go. And then we're going to put it on the edge of this paper here. I hope it's big enough. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if it's big enough. All right. All right. Where's mine? I'll show you how I'm going to fix that. I'm going to glue a little further in, if I can get it off before it dries all the way. All right, there we go. Now what I'm going to do is actually just go along the top with some glue and the bottom with some glue. Make sure this is still wet. Okay. There. I fixed it. All right, I can put that right there. Well, it fits perfectly now. What happened? Oh, all right. It's one of them days. Okay, I don't want to have it seeping out anywhere. All right, let me push it and go on down the road. What else is in here? I have this, and I don't know. I thought I would put it over here. These collars are really popping with each other. And I thought, well, you know, I could just get over here and make this a little side pocket kind of deal. I can always go over it later with something else. And I'm going to use my scorched timber to give myself a little bit of a dark edge. I don't know if you can see it. I've got, I don't have that much on here. I didn't want it to be too dark. Then again, it wouldn't hurt. Ugh. Okay, watch when I dip it. Oh, yeah. You can see it now. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that scorched timber is juicy, but it gets the job done. All right. Go up this way. Go up this way. So put that right here. That's straight. I always try to be straight. I watch some people glue stuff, and I don't know if they just don't have their head above and they glue crooked. Now, I'm not is that ADD? What is that word? When you can't stand when something's out of place. Well, I'm not quite there, but I guess I'm sort of a hint of ADD because that drives me crazy. All right, I guess that was it. Okay, so we have a couple things to do there. Now what I want to do is to show you Chestita's little happy mail she sent me. And there was something else I was going to show you. Okay, they came in this gorgeous little psychedelic envelope. I really love that. And she made some envelopes. I think she made them from scratch, yeah. So I guess she stamped all over them. And then she inked them up or dribbled on them or something a little bit. But they're gorgeous. I love these. Look, this one reminds me of Mickey Mouse. I don't know if that's what she meant. I think she was doing some kind of a challenge because she's got it on here somewhere. Oh, week 10. So I don't know if this one had something on it. I don't see it. So I don't know if she was doing challenges and these were certain weeks and she had certain, things she had to go by. She has stripes here and circles. So I got a feeling it was something to do with those. I don't see it on this one either. This may be the same as the other one. It sort of looks like it. And then she had just different little papers. Look at that one. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know where she got that. If that's a paper pad or what. Oh, and here's her, her name's Chestita, which is so exotic to me. But she goes by Turtle. I think it may be her last name or something. But so her little sea turtles or any kind of turtles is her motto, I guess you would say. And we have a beautiful little, just a fold out, but it's butterflies. Look how beautiful. She's got a little bit of something in here. I think it's just some papers that folds out. Oh, it's got a big old dragonfly on it. And then that folds back up. And I think it's it just tucks like that. But it's got beautiful images. She has the prettiest paper. She does steampunk now. She is the steampunk queen. And she has such beautiful pages that she comes up with. Look at that little mushroom. And here's some more dragonflies. Now, this is what I was thinking of doing. What was that? I was going to do it on something. I've seen a lot of people use this, what do they call that? Something doors. Gatefold. Gatefold is what you call that. Where you have, like, this is closing it and holding it shut. And then once you take that out, it opens up. And she's got more gorgeous stuff in there. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at the bee. Oh my gosh. I had to ask her where she got some of this stuff. I don't do too much. I do have digitals, but I don't try to get too many. But if it's a gorgeous digital, like that must... Oh, I'm going to be asking. Okay. Then she sent me this one, and I've tried to figure this one out a little bit. It almost looks like it has vellum on top of it, like a vellum with a gold dot to me, but maybe that's the paper. But it's got like a little corner pocket here, has a pocket there, has a cool looking papers in there, and so there's a pocket there as well, and then you have a pocket on the flap, I guess you would call it. So these go back together like that, and then that goes down. Was there some, I think that was, yeah, there wasn't anything holding that one shut. It's shut on its own. And then she sent me this. It's got a beautiful birdie there. It's just got a plain background, but you can open it like that. And check it out, a typewriter. I've got a typewriter journal that's going to be coming up. And then we got that with a little key on it. And a couple of other little goodies in there. Oh, a little paper pad. Ooh. Yeah, she loves to do stuff with steampunky elements and, you know, lots of metallic and machines and all those kind of great things. Well, I really, really appreciate this, Chestita. I love everything you sent me. I'm going to use it and find a great spot for it. I've got plans already. Okay, I pulled over my purple box here, but I've got some things in it I think will go in maybe my school journal. I'm not sure. You know, I wasn't sure where to put all these, so they got stuck over here, and oh, I'll put them somewhere else later. I really have to organize. I've got to organize all my stuff, because I could put those in like a journal card and topper box. And see, this is an oldie but a goodie. I love this little guy. And let's just kind of flip through and see what I got. I guess you can see what I'm doing here. I did wonder about this one. Well, I've actually got two of them, to tell you the truth. They are magnetic. Here we go. Well, they're stuck together because they're magnetic. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, I've got a lady here, and then I've got a guy over here. And I wondered if maybe like that one, they could look like two teachers. But you can write on the inside of them, and then you can pull the tag out, which has the people on it. That moves in and out. And it's a page wrap. I don't know if I can show you a page. Let me get something out of the way here. Oh, I got things everywhere. Let's see. Well, let's use this as an example. So it's a page wrap. So it goes around your page like that, and it'll stay in one spot. And it doesn't move. You can actually tuck something in this way if you wanted to. These are, how wide are they? They're about 5 inches wide. So I don't know if you'll be able to tuck anything in there. But that was an idea I had a while back. I did some heat embossing on it. I don't know if I actually did a video on them. I may not have. I'll have to look. Tell you the truth, if I have a video on this, I will link that at the end instead, because I really loved how these turned out. And one of them I did a little bit better of a job on. Yeah. See, this one I covered the magnets. This one I didn't think about it, and I just put like a dot over top of the magnet, but you can still see the ring. But there's a magnet at every corner that I've got here, so it will wrap. And then I've got washing in the middle. Yeah. But this is the one I thought might go in my school journal, because they look like teachers to me. So I'm going to hold that out. Don't really want to get rid of it. I don't really want to get rid of a lot of things I've got. But I've been meaning to go through these. And That's coffee and spices. I don't need that. Nope. Was this, no, that was just, I made these 2 strips that can get cut down into pockets for travel journals. And so far, I haven't, haven't cut them down yet. Let's see. That was, I did what I call a collage strip at one point, and I really liked how those all turned out. That does not look schoolish. Oh, I could have put that in my steampunk journal. Crap. Oh well, I done mailed it. It's probably almost there. Yeah, it got bought the next day. That's something about a dreamer. That's too big to put in there. And that one, no. I have so many different things that's in here. I've got tickets there. I don't know if I have anything. No. That looks like a ticket for a bus. These are things that came from the shop. And these were like a master board I did. Ooh. I did a bunch of these, but I never have really done anything with them. But I thought they turned out so pretty. That's another one of my videos. I made a bunch of them, that's for sure. And I did these, which were burlap tags. I did a little bit of stuff on them. Like, I'm trying to think of the word. Texture paste. That's what I meant to say. Alright. I made this cool pocket out of scraps. I always liked it. I got all kinds of little pocket tucky things there. It looked kind of like a plant. I don't know what that'll get put somewhere. There was journal cards. That what? I don't even know what that. Oh, that's a paper towel. Paper towel roll, belly band thingy. Yeah, real sophisticated. All right. She looks like a little schoolgirl, but was that the only ones I had? She's the only young looking one I've got, that's for sure. Oh, that's down inside there. I love this one. I loved how that turned out. I think it's the colors. But of course I like keys and tags and locks. I could swear I had something else in here that was... I was doing stuff with Roxy's Weekly Challenge. I remember that. And like these are Roxy's. And I made these pieces that were going... That's from Miss Kyung. And, oh, maybe it's in with this bunch. That's traveling. Oh. Huh. That's got stuff about blooming. I don't think that would go for a school journal. I'm going to hold that out and stick it where it's supposed to go. See, that don't go for a school journal. And here's, I think this was a circus one or something I was doing. But I really didn't have anything for it to go with. How was that to work? Oh, that little, you've put that around the side of a page. That's actually not circus, it's actually India. So, maybe that's a travel one. I'm not finding anything that's working for me here. That one's travel. Although it had a little boy. This one's games. I have another journal that's going to be games. So that's what this one's going to go into. That one, I ain't quite sure what that has to do with anything. Oh. I knew it. Right there. I'm going to pull it out. Oh, there's another one that's kind of circusy. I do have a circus. Wayne, you let me know. If you need this, you let me know. For your journal. I only have one, though. I do have the other elephant one, but that's the only two I've got. That one's puzzles and maps. Okay. I think that's all I've got. Yep, I think that's all I've got. This is one I did on my family. I had all these little pictures. I don't know why I did all that. Oh, this was some kind of challenge I was doing. You can see my crackle paste. That's my dad. And 46 and 47. Oh, I needed to show you my mom's school journal, or at least the one. Like I said, so I'm so unorganized. Now this is it, Spotlight 1954. I guess that's cougars. I think they're cougars. I don't. One of my cousins gave this to me. It must have been somebody that he knew. And Mom was in 7th grade. I done found her. Here we go. You can tell because she wrote all these people's names on here. Oh, that must be Polly McClure. Because it says this book belongs to, and she has me. So I know that's her. But here's Mom. She's Snooky. And then she's got names of all these. She's got Pest on this one guy. That's Tucker. What is that guy's name? Captain. They called him Captain. Cyril. Carlton. Like I say, those names have really changed. And yeah, it's kind of cute. Here's the main group together, and that's her right in the middle. She looks like a little Puerto Rican daughter girl, doesn't she? She's always been so dark. Yeah, I thought that's kind of cute. Okay, well, I really hope you enjoyed the show today. I have this piece that I pulled out. It's a pocket. It has a pocket back in here. So that's what's going to go on one page. And then, like I said, this is going to go on another. It is I think it looks like 2 teachers. You can't really write on here. It is dark, but I think you could and still read it. But I love how that turned out. I'm a sucker for a cathedral window. And I think that's all I've got to show you today. All right. Well, let me get off of here. I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks all my subscribers and viewers. Come back again. Bye-bye.